Community strong, dreams we link. Let's grow together, making it brighter, brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right. In the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine, diva in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with the neighbor, dance for your friends. And then Florida's the place. Gardens growing. We've got that grace. You should join us, making life better, better. Live with South Florida sunshine, diva in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with your neighbor, dance for your friends. Live for the moments, join the ocean breeze. Hearts and sing. Community strong, dreams we link. Let's grow together, making it brighter, brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right. In the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine, diva in the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom.
Hey everybody, welcome in. It's Friday night. I have my little banners. Thanks to Shawnee Groves reminding us to use these things. I don't know what happened. I got stuck on the circle. I'm gonna have to fix it. It's so weird. I wanted to see though if I was in the circle, what would happen when somebody else comes up. So tonight, I was thinking of the new year, and I was thinking quite a few of my friends that, gather together with me on Friday night are around my age. I'm 54 years old. And by the way, my name is Carol. If you're watching the replay, this is my channel, South Florida Sunshine. I garden and just live life under the sunshine in South Florida, Palm Beach County. My garden zone is 10B11A. So I sometimes joke around and call it Hades A because we don't get spring. We get summer junior and then we get summer senior. And it's still down here feels like spring. Hey, the bud files, welcome in. But tonight we are going to talk about what we need to get ready for so we can build muscle this coming year and also build our diets in a way that will help our bodies stay strong as we get older, or just to even have a body that burns fat better, and some maybe mild exercises that we can do if we have been, for one reason or another, through injury or just caregiving, whatever it might be, have not been moving around as much, maybe aren't able to get to a gym, and just some things that we can do to make this year a stronger year for our bodies. And in result, I think it'll be a stronger year for our minds. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to welcome you in. And I wanted to thank Diva in the Dirt. She was first. She's doing her breads tonight. It is bread night. She's our sourdough girl. And hopefully she'll be in later. Then I wanted to say hello to Gear Grindin 19. He was second. And Duncan 1900 Homestead. Thank you for your friendship, Brenda. All of you guys have just been great friends through YouTube and even off through Messenger. And Miss Sharon, you're such a wonderful mod, and I just really enjoy your input in lives too. And then the Bud Files, thank you so much. And hopefully this will go out and people, aren't too whipped from the holidays, or they'll watch the replay and this can help them out. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was, personally, I am coming off this medication called gabapentin. And if you are on it, one of the things you have to watch out for is it can cause muscle atrophy. Not only can it cause muscle atrophy, it can cause a breakdown of those muscles, and then those proteins can end up in your kidneys, which can then cause horrible issues for your kidneys. The worst of causing kidney failure, which, I hope to God, nobody who's on that medication would have that happen as a side effect, but that's like worst case scenario. I did notice I was growing weaker. I have, a sedentary life though too because of the fibro. However, it was extreme. Like from when I took this medication and started it 10 years ago to getting off of it, the weakness was pretty extreme. Oh, are you ready? Let me know when you're ready, if you're ready or not. Okay. Um, the benefits of your muscle mass is it will boost your metabolism, it reduces your fat storage, and it improves your overall health. And I know, oh, yes, please make sure that you're in live chat so you can see the messages as they're coming in. And it's so funny because I go to check over on YouTube and it's still on the countdown. It's so strange how they do that to us when we're using StreamYard. But one of the things I noticed just even in gardening with having my muscles go weak over these last 10 years, and it just seemed in the last 5, it was really more extreme. I was not able to, squat down and get up like I used to for my beds that were, even slightly raised. I was getting stuck. Not to mention jars are getting harder to open. And I'm like, I'm only 54. I'm not an 80-year-old woman. And I don't know what quiz it was, but it aged me much older because of my lack of strength. And I guess some of the things I checked off that I couldn't do. So one of the things we want to do is, think about our diet going into this new year, like a lot of people will be doing. Everybody's like, they always try to do much better at the beginning of the year because we just all got into stuff maybe we shouldn't during the holidays. It was delicious, but we're kind of probably feeling bloated, maybe a little moody, and we don't know why. That's your sugar going up and down. The blues are very common during the holidays, and some of that is because our diet is not meeting the needs of our body, and those, fluctuations are causing that. Hey, Brutal Bob. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm glad you're here, though, Brutal Bob. I hope you had a good Christmas with your love. Hey, Tuck by V, welcome in. Um, your age-related muscle loss starts actually in your 30s. And thank you. Happy New Year. Yeah, we're almost there. And it's the accelerated loss is in the 60s. So as you're approaching your 60s, you want to make sure you have some muscle mass because that acceleration starts to go a little faster once you hit 60. The other causes of muscle loss can be other than like the poor diet we talked about. I said lack of exercise. Some of us who have hit a certain age, your hormones kind of go in balance. That's part of it. Stress, chronic illness. Oh, thank you. Um, and then, you know, we want to take some actionable tips to slow or prevent this muscle loss. And that's why, I'm doing this because it's not just for you guys. Anytime something's affecting my life, I want to share it with you guys so we can kind of brainstorm together. That's what I love about these lives is I have some really great people that come in and we brainstorm ideas, or they're doing something for their health or, their garden that I can learn from, and vice versa. One of the things we want to look at is going into this is where our healthy sources of amino acids are going to be coming from. And we want non-genetically modified sources too. If we are vegetarian or doing vegetarian meals and we don't have a complete fatty acid, we have to balance it out with a grain. We want to make sure we're not using GMO grains just for, don't want the pesticides, but we also want to keep our microbiome in our stomach intact. And with those pesticides, they kill all bugs, including your good beneficial bugs in your gut. The different things that you can do is looking at your refrigerator right now. What sources, which are, non-GMO, usually a lot of the animal sources are, if they are not on a grain-fed, typical American diet. Oh, thank you. 35-year-old stretch of not going to, I went to the, oh, I hope it helped you. Hey, Verna Cordon, good to see you. It's been a while. No, you better not get vitamin D Doritos, you stinker. Yes. And a lot of us really do need to increase our protein intake. Some of the foods are your fatty cuts of meat. This is for a carnivore keto approach. Um, organ meats, bone broth, and eggs. Eggs, it's so interesting how we have these things going on with chickens and egg prices going up. It used to be one of the cheapest complete proteins that you could get was an egg, and it contained all the fatty acids that you need. Um, and now we're seeing weird things happen and the egg price is going up like crazy. Other ones, of course, are, your fatty fish, your tuna. You don't want to, overdo the larger fish of the sea because they're mercury accumulators. You have to kind of be careful. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I just got this. I'm trying it out, and I'm sure you can make your own because you probably grow it because you're so good at that. But I got the Welda Arnica massage oil. And then, of course, I have my peppermint essential oil. I just am mixing the two together. And that's too, like I was actually studying some, no, it's not as cheap as it used to be. I was actually studying some exercises for lower back, but I'm also studying exercises that we are not having to get down on the ground for because I don't want to be getting up and down off the ground. And I don't want to do that to people that I know that I have that come and, chat with me on Friday nights who aren't able to get up and down off the ground. Very. This is the real one, but yeah, my picture is a little AI enhanced. I liked it though. I'm gonna take it to my lady who cuts my hair and see if she can do that to my hair. I really like it. The other thing, you want to choose organic, pasture raised if you can, and wild caught options to get away from the GMOs. If you can't right now and you are just really on a budget, eggs, your canned tuna, your canned salmon, things like that. If you're using beans, though, you're going to need like a brown rice to make it a complete amino acid profile. Let's see. What happens with the amino acids is, and you're, doing your movement and everything, it gives your muscles better recovery. There's also, here, let me see if I can find the visual I had. You need protein for so many things in your body. It's unbelievable. Let me see if I can share it. Just give me a second, guys. But I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you had a good holiday. I'm really sad to hear, though, that Brenda's dealing with pain. Okay, I'm going to have to read this on the actual page. So just give me a second in case anybody comes in the side chat. I have to go over to the actual page and read it because I have such a small computer. Wait a minute. You know what? Wait a minute. I have one that's actually maybe larger. All right, here it is. All right, daily protein intake. We all need protein, but we don't need the same amount. Our needs vary depending on age, weight, and other factors. And you can look into that. Uh, just basically breastfeeding females when you're young and you're more active, athletes, things like that. Most people, though, in the United States get at least as much protein as recommended by the daily whatever. No, that's not true. That's actually not true. I've read that other places and they said, no, we're not getting enough. This is actually maybe the one that I didn't want to use and somehow it ended up here. Oh, this is what I wanted from this article. Protein deficiency. 1 billion people in the world don't get enough. I love it when they contradict each other in the same article. Don't get enough protein in their diets. In some countries, up to a third of children are short on protein and at risk for poor growth and other problems. Most people in the United States, including children, get more than enough. Um, uh, I think we get more than enough carbs. I don't necessarily believe the modern diet, the SAD diet, we are getting the protein, or at least good quality protein um, requirements. We're getting an overload of carbs and sugars in our diet here, and then the seed oils and everything. It says older adults who don't get enough protein are more likely to be frail, weak, move slowly, feel exhausted. I feel exhausted a lot. They say they may lose weight. However, if you have no muscle, like we talked about before, you do not burn off the fat as easily. But your frailty, of course, increases as you get older if you are not building up that muscle through protein. I'm going to look for the other article. I don't know what happened with that. Sorry about that, guys. Remove that one and add the other one if I can get it. But have you guys been thinking about that? Yes, the choline is very good for you. Yeah. Yeah, 3 to 4. I don't know if most people can do that. I can. I can totally do that. I can totally do that. But that was the other thing. You're gonna have to kind of look up. Here's the other thing I wanted. Okay. Um, let's see. The importance too. Oh, the vegetarian approach should be more like foods with quinoa, soy-free protein powders, lentils, spirulina. They mention nuts and seeds, and then the importance of like what I was talking about before, combining proteins like rice and beans for a complete amino acid profile. And yeah, like uh, the other thing, if you are having a hard time still building muscle, you might need to supplement. Oh, wait a minute. I do have diet comparison like I just did. Dang it. That's what I wanted to bring up. Give me a sec. I have this all set, but then I go to do it and it's like, ee! I get nervous or something, even though, you guys are my friends. Mm-mm-mm. I'm looking for, that's not it. Ah, nope, that's not it either. There we go. Got it. I need to get a larger monitor this year for myself for Christmas. Okay, so what we have on the complete protein side versus incomplete, we have the meat and poultry and fish, like we talked about. Milk, cheese, and other dairy products are on the complete protein side. Complete meaning complete amino, has all the amino acids. Eggs. They recommend tofu, edamame, and other soy products, but that can be also our soy industry recommending that. We have a lot of soy. You have to really make sure it's non-GMO soy, and you have to not have. I have a sensitivity to it, so be cautious with the soy products. Your quinoa is actually a vegetarian, and it's got all your amino acids, and buckwheat too, same thing, vegetarian. And then incomplete protein would be your beans, lentils, and other legumes, nuts, seeds, mushrooms, vegetables, and then your grains, your wheat, your rice, your rye, and oats. And those are all the ones you want to check before you even get started this year, your pantry, and go through and make sure you're not, you don't have a lot of GMO products. I was surprised even making, um, uh, just making things for fun with my daughter and going through, like, sugar is one of those things that's GMO. Mm, yeah, the prices are all different. I don't know where they were getting their like, I was reading an article where it was absolutely ridiculous what they were saying the eggs were. It's actually not too bad from the prices that were going around online. Yes, and see, it depends on your health. It depends on how your body responds. It's the same thing with like people who are estrogen dominant, which I tend to run more estrogen dominant. I can't deal with soy products too well. Mm. So, and also, with women uh, with breasts, you have to be careful with any modified soy because it can affect breast health. And some of those protein bars for a while, like I used to love those Luna bars. Maybe they've changed them and it's non-GMO, soy, but yeah, it was like all modified soy that they had in it. And Storms is like, I avoid soy at all costs. Plus, there's that whole thing with like, we joke around about moobs for men because it is a phytoestrogen. And welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you, Gardening Warrior, by the way. I didn't greet you. Yeah, okay. Same thing. Yep. We all have our different issues. No, they don't need any extra estrogen. It does at least um it it acts like an estrogen, but thankfully it's very weak. So, but I wouldn't suggest it. For supplements for muscle support is where I was going. I didn't realize I had. There we go. Okay, so supplements for muscle support. You want to, if you can't seem to get good absorption through your food for some reason, you can add in the branched chain amino acids or the BCAAs. It's an essential amino acid blend. Sometimes, too, you'll see, and you have to check, of course, what's in the ingredients, but bodybuilders will have, you just got to make sure it's not for bulking up, like the protein shake or whatever. Like if you're having any kind of issues with absorption, that might be a route for a while until you can get that absorption fixed, where they would have a shake that has all your amino acids, the BCAAs plus creatine, which is really good, and then the magnesium, vitamin D. Protein powders, you see a lot of whey isolate and collagen and pea and hemp protein are options. I did not like whey isolate. My body didn't. So that's another thing where you have to know your body and know what works for you. And also, if you are trying this, like building muscles to also lose weight, do not put these shakes on top of your meals because it's a meal. It's usually these shakes are a meal replacement. So you don't want to double up. Yeah, some of them taste like gross. I agree, DCBs. And welcome in. It's good to see you. Hey, Hookah. Welcome in. Yeah, some of them can taste pretty nasty. I'm always real food over shakes, but these are for people who might not be able to deal with it. Yeah, as long as you don't have any kind of gluten-free issues, usually a lot of gluten-free people switch to coconut amino acid instead. Like it's a coconut product that's like soy sauce, but it's fermented. I don't know what they use from, I guess, coconut sugars. It's still kind of a sugar, which I noticed when I was off all sugar and I went to use it, it acted like a sugar in my body. But yeah, you have to watch even the soy sauces because they have so much crap in that stuff now. Some of the lifestyle changes that we, of course, want to make for, building muscle. And, cardio is taking a really hard hit now because they're like, oh, it raises cortisol. Well, if you're doing hardcore cardio, you're taking a walk after a meal. No, that's good. It's exercising your heart. You're also getting, oxygen deeper into your system. It's a good thing for you. But this year, what you want to focus on, if you're on that same priority level as me with wanting to go into my 60s with muscles that are functional and strong, you prioritize strength training. You can get the smallest little weights, but you don't even really need that. Like what I was saying before, I'm going to do a lot of exercises against my wall which I'll show, and even just around the house, doing things that you already do, but making them an exercise, which I'll hopefully put a little video to, and maybe, show it as a video or show it before a live. You can also incorporate intermittent fasting or time restricted eating if you are trying to slim down and build muscle. Uh, I have to be careful with really long stretches. I tend to get hangry very easily, but once I am on mostly um, protein sources and vegetables, and I usually use like pseudo grains, which was the buckwheat, the quinoa, chia seeds. I'm okay. Like once I get that balanced out and my blood sugar balanced out, I'm okay, and I don't get those big crashes and I can incorporate fasting. And then, of course, the one we all love, incorporate proper sleep and stress management. I need special teas, I think, for my sleep. Hey, Tom Garvey, good to see you. Welcome in. The Keto Cook. So those are just, a couple things I am looking at in the new year. Something for you to think about is, if you want to build muscle, your muscles need the food. And the food is they need all the amino acids, they need complete proteins, and you need to make sure you're getting enough protein, for your weight. And that's something that that's controversial. When I was looking it up, I was looking it up, and of course, the sad diet people who make the lovely triangle that we found out was kind of paid off have different requirements, but a lot of the articles I was agreeing on, it was like 0.8 grams per pound of weight is what you want to shoot for daily. So I'm pretty sure I'm even coming under my protein, and I like protein. Like I like eggs and things like that. But my problem is I will skip breakfast and just have coffee. And then maybe I'll have a snack lunch, like not like a big lunch. But then when Theron gets home, I'll eat dinner. And that's the problem. I'll have my heavy meal at the end of the day and it knocks me out. Yeah, isotonic exercises. You want to explain that, Huga? The one thing I am watching, this guy is the doctor, it's Squat University. And it talks about just even strengthening your smaller muscles too for movement. And you can do that with, the stretching bands, really small movements. You'd be amazed at the little things that you do. So you engage the right muscles when you are doing your exercises. They add just a little extra weight to my daily. They really help me build strength after my, yeah. Oh, that's so important. Especially when you have an injured body. Exactly. And, some of us too, if we have access to a pool and you're overweight than your typical weight, it really does help to move in a pool. You can feel the difference after you've been moving in the pool and doing, your kicks, or you're just walking in the pool and you start stepping out really slow. You can feel the weight come right back on you. Yeah, with resistance. Well, you can use your body as resistance too. You're using those big words on me, the isotonic. Let's see. Because isotonic, isometric. It's been a long time since I took bodybuilding. That was in high school. But I definitely miss having muscle definition, but I miss being strong. Okay, isotonic exercises involve the contraction and movement of muscles against a constant resistance. This means that the muscle length changes throughout the exercise, but the force applied remains the same. Okay, so examples would be bicep curls, tricep extensions, squats, lunges. Yeah, push ups, pull ups. Okay, bench press. Yeah, a lot of those are what I will be doing, but against the wall using my own body weight. Let's see. Benefits of isotonic exercise: increases muscle strength and endurance, improves range of motion, promotes bone health. Okay, now we have a word for it. Okay. Promotes bone health, enhances cardiovascular fitness, and reduces risk of injuries. Um, and it says that isotonic exercises can be performed with body weight, free weights, or resistance machines. It's important to choose exercises that are appropriate for your fitness level and to consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new exercise program. So, what are you guys? Yeah, squats are, I have to do assisted squats against the wall, or I do a squat above where I'm sitting. So that's there to catch me in case I have any other joint issues that I might not know about, um, because I'm just starting out again. But you do them against the wall and you go down as far as you can. You really want to get into a 90-degree angle eventually where your back is flat against the wall and you're at a 90-degree. But you go down as far as you possibly can, hold it. The other thing you can do is I have sway back. Quite there is crucial for me going. Yeah. Yep. Oh, sorry. I can't figure the thing out to do. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to have it monetized, but not have the ads. And it's like, I can't figure that out yet. So I'm sorry. You recommend vanilla. One of the things too, like when you're doing those squats as far down on the wall as you possibly can go, there's another exercise you can do. And I like to change it up. I don't do like, you know, so many reps and then it's like one set and then I go into another set of that same exercise. No, I turn it around and do a different one in a different muscle group. So I don't cause too much strain with the fibro because my fibro will kick my butt 2 days later and then it'll discourage me. What was that about? Eat. I missed this. Okay, eat food. Oh gosh, you're so, that's gross. What was that? Let's see. Turns out you learn a lot about physical therapy when you got 3 days a week. Yes, that will teach you. Yeah, okay. So then that's what I was thinking. I just didn't know it had a name. I forgot, the isometric, isotonic words. As soon as you said it, I'm like, I know that word, but I can't remember where I know it from. They used to give you a card for the second, third anniversary. Aw. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we get therapy in the water. Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Miss Sharon. Yeah, no doing aquatic therapy in South Florida waterways. Yeah, no, I would use the pool now that I understand and am adult and know about what's in all our waterways. It does, Huga. I remember we go over there with Malachi, and I hadn't been able to go over there much because just getting in and out of my wetsuit was a problem with the fibro. And this last time I went over with them, my husband and Malachi and my daughter and I went over to our pool. I couldn't, I was like, oh my gosh, I am just too much. Like, I have gained too much weight because when I came out of that pool and felt my full weight come back onto my joints and my body, I was like, that's my problem. Part of my problem is I've never been this size before for this long in my life. And then also had more sedentary time. I was always moving when I was younger and I was always having some type of, you know, um, exercise. I just signed in and started all the therapy way back. Well, yeah, they train you, and then by the time, yeah, it's your second year and everything, you just do what they ask you to do, and then you go to them, I'm sure, and say, "Hey, I'm not really feeling this," and the spot it's supposed to be, and they can reevaluate and give you a different exercise to help you engage that muscle. That's why I like watching that channel, Squat University. He does that, and he shows you how to do it, which is great. I wish. No, they don't. They don't. Um, and our pool, thank you, Miss Sharon. And our pool is quite warm, so I don't necessarily need it. It's not like I'm getting into any cool water. It feels good. Uh, but yeah, I would love a hot tub if we had a hot tub or jacuzzi. However, that kind of grosses me out too. Like, other people getting in the hot tub. I'd like my own and, and to know like that the chemicals are all a-okay, especially with having an innie instead of an outie down below my waist. Because yeah, I don't want to mess with bacterias and things like that in water that other people use. Yep, and they trust you. Just go do your thing. Exactly. So one of the things that I loved eating is to be able to pick up and carry a jet. Oh wow. Oh, I'm sorry, Tuck. I'm sorry that it's hard when we know what we used to be able to do, and then now our bodies are just not cooperating. I was trying to find actually had meal ideas in. Don't you love it when you send stuff to yourself through email so you don't forget it, and then all these other people like ads and things like that? I keep getting rid of people in my email, not actual people, but businesses, and somehow, you know, I get others back. Oh, they have there's another man, I think he's a chiro, and one of the tractions for lower back traction he has you do is you basically are holding your weight up you lean in and over your kitchen counter and you're supporting your weight on your hands, on your arms, um, and you've got your arms fully extended and you're just basically going up on your tippy toes. And then if you can possibly hold your weight with your arms, you lift up your feet and kind of cross your calves, and it decompresses your lower spine. I want to try that, but I don't know if I have enough upper body strength yet. Right? Yeah. That's a good life. That's a good life to get it that way. Yeah. No, we don't. I used to flip on my back when I was a kid, trying to learn how to flip onto my feet on my own. Hey, Garrett, good to see you. Nope, we sure don't. You let 'em. Yep, that makes sense. They get mad and then sell you off. Yeah. Yes, it lets gravity decompress your spine. Exactly. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I might have to retype some of these, but here are some ideas too for different things for acid meals. For your meat-based breakfast, you could do scrambled eggs with, say, sauteed spinach or mushrooms or both. And then they're suggesting like a side of smoked salmon. I'm okay with scrambled eggs too. I put salsa in my eggs and then I have a side of guacamole with no like chips or no breads or anything with it. It's just fats and proteins basically and vitamins and nutrients. If you're vegetarian, you can do a Greek yogurt. Try and do an organic Greek yogurt with chia seeds, crushed almonds, and a handful of blueberries or other berries. And let's see, these do veer away from. We have no. Yeah, that's right. We didn't have any of that equipment. We had that. Remember the metal that we would just spin and spin and spin and like go aerodynamic on it, the carousel, but you would hold on to a bar and run you and your friends would run as fast as you could just to try to get it that way so you could have that centrifugal force. It's just solid metal, just like our slides. So crazy. We did. A lot of us did, thank God. Um, Another idea for like a lunch for vegetarian would be zucchini noodles with pesto, cherry tomatoes, and some Parmesan cheese. Meat based would be grilled chicken salad, mixed greens, cucumber, avocado. Um, these are ideas I looked up and are kind of geared towards things that I would eat. For vegetarian, cauliflower stir fried rice with broccoli, bell pepper, and a fried egg. It's not really rice. You know what I'm talking about. It's the cauliflower rice. And this would be a vegetarian who's uh, ovo-lacto, they call it. They'll eat eggs and dairy. Meat-based is pan-seared salmon with roasted asparagus and garlic butter for dinner. Yeah, I could totally do that. You could do for another breakfast smoothie with unsweetened almond milk. They say spinach, frozen blueberries, and a scoop of collagen peptides. Let's see, meat based, you can have an omelet, add some diced turkey, spinach, and cheese of your choice. Let me see where we're at. Hold on. Right. Yeah. That's a good idea. Yep. The other thing too is we lose our mobility not just because of muscle strength, but also we don't stretch like we should. So I would like to do both this year is do more stretching and do the wall, exercises until I could maybe get back down and do some on the floor. Yeah, you should get some. You're right. And I've decompressed my neck a little bit just by laying on my back on the bed and kind of letting my head go over. Oh, psoriatic arthritis. Yeah, it's very hard to deal with. One of the things too, especially for those of us with autoimmune, we have to stay hydrated. Like sometimes we think we're hungry and we need hydration or we need rest. Yes, that's what he did. He goes up on the toes basically and lessening the weight off his feet when he showed it. And climbed trees, landed on my knees, face back, got up. Done it again. You're so funny. Toss dirt on it so you could keep playing. That's such like a kid though. Yes, those weren't they? We had and those metal slides in summer. Like, how did we not have scalded thighs? Like all of us. How did we not end up with like third-degree burns? I was just reading about big lots closing off roads. Oh, interesting. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, because ours wasn't clearing out. And they were saying they were timing it, real slow. We don't bounce as well. No, that's the thing too. Is getting those. Hey, T4, good to see you. Getting those muscles and your balance and your flexibility up now. If you don't have it before we hit our 60s, and if you're in your 60s, you still can. It's just you are in that age range where you are now. Um, if you are not holding on to it as tight as possible, you're losing it faster than you ever have. And which saddens me because it's like I'm almost there. I'm, not far away. I'm like 54 and a half, really, almost. Birthday's in July. Yeah, we just shake it off as kids. Yep. Oh, that's a great idea. I have an Apple Watch and I just forget to really access it, but a lot of the ones that line up with the Apple Watch, I find you have to pay for. Is this one that you paid for, Fuga, or is it one that you can use without paying for? Yes, that was in the amino acid supplements, vitamin D, and vitamin D also affects your Uh, for those of you who you're at the age or you have any kind of issues with blood sugar, your HbA1c, if you have taken that, sometimes what you'll notice is that will go up and you can become borderline and your D is down. So you need to elevate your D and it will actually help you with your insulin resistance that you're dealing with. Oh, this is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Brenda, I appreciate it. But I know it's going fast. That's just it. Like, I think all of us know, like, we never expected it to go, you know, that fast. Very carefully. You're supposed to milk it very carefully. I'm sorry I'm going all over the place, guys. That's it. Bell. She got back in the game. Yep. Oh gosh, yeah. We would smack her head real good. Yep. Yeah, dirt does stop the bleeding. That's so funny. Let's see. Yes, that's why protein shakes work great for me. My body craves protein and water. Those food cravings, the shake ends so quick. Yeah, you just have to be careful what you use for shakes because, like, that Ensure, when I was trying to get my mom something, a lot of them, it just had such crap in it, like, and a lot of sugar. A lot of them have sugars that you don't need that, like, sugar spike, and then you're, up and down all the time. Like, right now, I'm up and down. Uh, I'm thinking by New Year's, we are not going to be through the food that we have, and I don't want to waste it. So I'm thinking probably around my mom's birthday, well, 14th, 15th is when I'll be able to get more serious about, you know, protein, paleo, kind of meals. So proteins and vegetables, low on the carbs, and my sugar would probably be fruit. So. Oh, Ross's. Okay. Yeah. I don't like our Ross though. I wish they would just, and we have great TJ Maxx and we have a great Marshalls. So maybe in my area they'll do something else. I don't know. Our Rosses are so so. They're not that great. Oh my gosh, really? You're too young to have, no way. Too young to have a 50-year-old son. I don't believe it. You having babies at 10, Miss Sharon? Come on. Wow. Do not have to accept that. Oh, you are in control. Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm trying to do is be more in control. Oh, okay. Except the Southeast and few Mid-Atlantic. They have some cute stuff, but they're like one of those fake discount stores I've found. I don't, like really get great stuff. Especially over anything else will keep you mobile, period. Yeah. Yep. Well, and also we were just talking about um mobility though too with balance. If you don't have the strength, like Tibor, I'm having trouble, I said in the beginning, getting up and down just to do my elevated beds. I got stuck almost one day. Thank God for the wall of my house. Oh, you only do the free apps? You'll have to tell me which one it is then. Gosh, Brenda, that was so sweet. So grateful for some of the friends that I have on YouTube. Really change what's happening. Yes, we can. No, never too late. It's never too late. But I did like looking at my mom. She was 84 and she really, really struggled because the weight had gone on to her and she didn't have the muscle strength. And yeah, I just watched her struggle and I want to go into my 60s and be in much better shape and maintain that as long as I can. Yep, there you go. Get it on your porch. Yep. That's what I was reading too. It was the first time I saw something about eating mushrooms that are exposed to the sun. And I'm like, okay, but I don't know. I think grow lights, like, I don't know. at many places that are like, oh, I sell mushrooms exposed to the sun. Cool. That's from back on Tire Climate Merry-Go-Round. They still have the metal merry-go-round? Wow. I would think that that would be like taken out because people get sued. That thing could have knocked out our teeth and all kinds of stuff. Yes. Yeah, most of us are. Also, it's really strange. D3 is like hyped up a lot, but if you have autoimmune, D2 is easier to absorb, and that's why your doctor will prescribe it for you because it ups your blood levels of D faster if you have autoimmune issues. Yeah, that's what we had too, gear. They were just doing like 10, 20%, and the prices weren't that good. Yeah, just worn out. Just cross that line. I don't it's like they say it. I don't know. I'm not there yet. Um, for those of you who did cross 60, did you find that you saw that it kicked in higher gear that you had to um like I noticed when I hit menopause, like my body completely changed the way it stored fat and everything and just the way I felt. Oh, Miss Sharon, I'm so glad to have you though. You're older, but you're sure with it. You're doing great. Yeah, I would love to get out and get more sun, the real stuff. Every cell. I like that. That's crazy to think about it that way. I don't know though if the cells are like when we were 7 though. If we're not feeding ourselves those complete amino acids, um, by the time that we are older, we also, if we're not clearing out the old cells, we still have that. That's where like the plaques and stuff come from Alzheimer's, is your body is not cleansing that out, and some are building up in the brain. Yeah, that's what scares the crap out of me. There you go, Hookah. Yep. When I started struggling with that, I was like, that's not good. That's very scary. And that's when I got off that medication because I read that that one was one of the a primer for weakness. Nope. I wish the muscles would just, yeah. I wish the fat would get replaced with muscle every 7 years. That would be fantastic. I just lost where we were. There we are. I know that stupid gravity. What the heck? I even noticed that with like the AI version of me. I'm like, it didn't take into effect gravity. But it's like 10 minutes of skin exposure without putting on, SPF 50. Wonderful. Yay. I'm so glad. I was going to ask you that. I was going to ask how the bees were doing because I know you were really trying to keep them going. Oh, wonderful. I never tried the 308. Okay. Yeah, B2. Also, Butterbur helped me. Butterbur helped me. But magnesium was in the list of the supplements. It was magnesium, vitamin D. And for energy, like you need a B complex for sure. Yeah, you're getting your vitamin K and A, I believe, if you're getting your complete proteins with your amino acids. I do have the supplement that has both D2 and D3 in it. Um, at the same time, it was hard to find one. I'm not really completely like satisfied with it. I would rather get more sun if I could, in all actuality. I love, the just sitting in the sun. I know. I only play Know It All on YouTube. I understand that. Yes, please. This is for entertainment purposes. Anything that I'm talking about is for entertainment. Please do your own research. I am not an expert in this field. It's just for our discussion and entertainment tonight. Hmm. Yeah, you do have to definitely flush the free radicals. No, I don't. I stay inside my house. That's, yeah, I'm not getting sun like I used to. And I think that's what led to a lot of this is I used to go out a lot. What was this, Doctor? I'll have to look up the theonate. I'll just see if what my husband's taking. Magnesium malate is really great if you have autoimmune, especially fibromyalgia. I'm, I'm just a beekeeper. Hey, we all have our experiences in life, though, too. We've all learned something, and that's where we exchange it, is here. And that's what I love about lives, is the community coming together. Try to give me Fosamax. Oh, yuck. Yeah, there you go. There we go. All topics discussed tonight are for Minecraft purposes only. You and I'm Aquarius with Minecraft and Barry too. That's hilarious. Bees, as long as they keep off me. Mm. But do the red wasps help kill like your butt? Oh, sorry, it jumped. Your hornworms, or is that not the right wasp? Yeah. One thing is, it's like I've been here so long. I've watched that sand get like dirtier. You know, from when I was younger. Everything's got used up, and even our sand at our beach has. Oh, it's your third winter doing this with the bees? That's great, though. You only lost one so far. I know you had a really bad winter last year, you talked about. That's like gardening. We were talking about that. It's like no matter how many years you do it, you always are learning something. It's always like you're still a student of. You want the green grass between your toes. You get sun that way. Yep, he's a Minecrafter. Yeah, you have a special fluid light for hornworms. I saw in a group, it's actually a Florida gardening group. There was a lady who was like, I went out and picked off this many. She had like a container full of hornworms, good size too, off her plants. And some lady's like, I think it's almost like psycho to take joy out of, killing those. And then other people are like, yeah, it's such a really pretty moth. And I'm like, tomatoes are pretty. Food is nice. Like, where do you get your food? How do you think, like us gardeners are not killing off as many hornworms as say commercial farming with their pesticides? Oh, wow. Yeah, they're doing that here. There's really not much land left here either. It's becoming a concrete jungle. I could be too, except for we have a dog, and I always think of worms. Like, not hers, she's wormed, but like just going barefoot. I think of other dogs and if they've been wormed. Hookworms. That's it. Those. Hornworms are those big green ones, and they look like they have a little horn on them, but it's just like a little. It doesn't, do anything to you. It doesn't sting you, like a false flag. Yes, you probably do. They're bright green. They raise them in like for bearded dragons. They'll raise them for them, and sometimes they'll be green, sometimes they'll be blue. I've never seen a blue one on my plants, but they'll attack peppers, they'll attack tomatoes. There's even a tobacco hornworm. Yeah, they're big green, ugly caterpillars. Yep, yep. Oh, you want to come up? Are you ready? You gonna come join me? No. Oh no, ugly caterpillars that'll destroy your tomato crop in no time. Yeah, they are. They do that. And also peppers. I've gone out there and my pepper plant's great and then it's gone. And I see 2 or 3 little fat caterpillars. And the army worms are nasty too because they'll do that right through your fruit too. Oh, good. I hope you get to go next summer. Well, guys, that pretty much covers the topic, and I'm only at an hour. I thought it was going to go much longer. It seemed like I had so much, but how did you guys feel about the topic? I mean, I hope it encourages you to like look through what you've got now to start your year off right, like to see what maybe you need to swap out or to get at the store, to take off with a better diet after the holidays. Or maybe you did great through the holidays. Did any of you do well through the holidays and kind of steer away from sugar? Yeah, I wish I had chickens to feed them too. Get really nice. Oh, you got another one, Duncan? I'm so sorry. And I like put it on, I think 30. That was at least they let me choose this time. Sometimes they don't even let me choose. Aw, because it's either you choose or they do, and they will put it more because they're making money too. Say the beach. So who hates the beach? My husband does not like the beach, but it has more to do with all the naked ladies that go there. It's just trying not to be around that, which I appreciate that. My dogs don't go to the dog park. Yeah, I don't want my dog at a dog park either down here. Oh, hi, Beta. Okay. I know it's early yet, especially for us, late night crew, but we have been through the holidays. It's the end of the country. Oh, good. Thank you, Brenda. Well, you've got to meet my husband. He does not like going to it. Yeah, some people don't like the sand between their toes, that texture and that feeling, and it's sticking to everything. What's funny is that West Coast beaches have beautiful white sands, but that sand sticks to everything more than ours does. Ours is like crushed shell, and it's all different colors of shells, and it's a heavier sand. And you go over there, and it's like silty sand that sticks everywhere. You find it everywhere. Even after you come home, it's everywhere. Oh, no way. That's too much. His wife got with a pro surfer. Oh my goodness. Maybe that's why. Maybe he knew she had a thing for surfers and he wanted to keep her away from the beach. And then he was traumatized after. I really liked it. The Pacific is cold up this way though, so I flew kites. Yeah, I've seen that. Kites used to be big here too, DCBs. They don't do it so much anymore. Probably because we're, got a state that's too happy. Shape, I want to go hiking. Yeah, that's how I feel. I've got to do something different because if I keep doing the same thing, I'm going to keep getting the same result. Yeah. Well, I'd rather not say, but yes, there are beaches here where people are even less dressed than the usual less dressed. Yeah, I would love the mountains too. I would love that too. My only thing is I'm not a big hiker into the woods kind of person because I'm scared to death of bears. Uh, any kind of mountain cats, like mountain lions. We have panthers down here in certain places. And of course, here we have gators and then snakes anywhere. Like going off into the forest, and there's rattlesnakes here. And as you go up further, you guys have copperheads. We have them in northern Florida, central northern. We have the big eastern diamondbacks down here and moccasins. Oh, you had to give the name, huh? Yep. There you go. Oh, cool, DCBs. I'd like to go see one of those hot air balloon festivals sometime in my life. Oh, there you are. I was waiting.
I just thought, well, she might bring me up, or maybe I
No,
should
I
just
said,
come up
are you
myself.
ready? And you went,
Oh, no, I said, mhm.
oh, how did I misread a head nod? I
Mhm.
figured, oh, she'll come up when she's ready. She's not ready yet.
Yeah, no, I just thought, well, I'll busy myself, do some Amazon shopping, put some things up on the thing, and then I went, oh, I didn't bring any water and whatnot. So very fun topic.
Yeah, thank you. It's fun and not fun because it's going to take discipline, that's for sure. Because
Yes, it is.
after all the sweets during the holidays, and I didn't even get to make all the ones I wanted to make.
No, you were crazily making the sweets on Christmas Day. Who bakes on Christmas Day?
Because I didn't have any other time to bake them. I was waiting for my daughter to come out and cut them with me because she was working.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we bake some, and they're huge. Those cookies are like this big.
Oh,
like
okay.
pancakes, and because I covered them up, put them in the fridge until we can decorate them. So now we'll probably decorate them tomorrow. They're still good though. I ate one today. It was delicious.
Yeah, I try to avoid any cookies that require rolling out and cutting. I do the rolling, like this spherical, but again, I'm using, a melon baller to portion out the parts. So that it goes quickly. But like, I love sugar cookies, but it's like, I'm sorry, that's too much work for me. Too many steps. And then you got to ice them. And
yeah, it's the first year I've done it with her. I wouldn't mind getting into like learning how to make all the icings and make them little works of art, but I don't have that time.
Ugh.
Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds fun, Huga. Yeah, Florida does. Yep.
Yeah, we have those in Vancouver. It's called Wreck Beach, where clothing is it's not optional. It's like, no, don't wear your clothes.
Yeah, Miami Beach was known for that. They were known for the girls like sunbathing topless down there.
And they could just walk around, or
I don't know if they walked around so much, but they could sunbathe topless. I don't know if they've changed that on the main beaches and just restricted it to certain areas. But that was the one that was like, oh, the girls are down there like that. I'm like, nope, I'm not going there. I'm like, that's the last place I want to, go with a boyfriend. To be surrounded by boobies. You're like, I'm going to get any attention, and I'm not putting mine out there.
Mm-hmm.
More beach shoes or sands. Oh, there you go. Storm's like,
hey.
So how was, you said you were doing another one for another Christmas?
Oh my. Yeah, we're doing our second Christmas, and so tomorrow is our second Christmas Eve, with the second set of kids that are coming home.
I can make it. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, and then then Sunday morning after church we'll do the second Christmas dinner, and this one could have up to about 11.
Oh wow! Holy cow! Good thing you got the. So what?
Good thing I got the turkey that lasts forever.
Right. So what did you do? Like half for one dinner, and you're going to do half for the other?
Oh no! The one half is plenty. There was only 5 of us.
Okay.
For dinner. Yeah. And we sliced all, like I cooked, or not I cooked, but Marissa did most of the cooking, but we cooked as if we were cooking for 20. And so everything is basically done, and it's all in trays that can just go into the oven.
Nice.
And so once the turkey was done, Josiah cut all the meat off, and there was still another 7 pounds of meat left. So about a half a pound a person is decent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I've heard that before.
So
I
it's just like
prefer. Go ahead.
yeah. So there is and we will do up more mashed potatoes. We didn't do all the mashed potatoes just because warmed up mashed potatoes aren't always the greatest.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree. They're really hard to get the right
to
consistency.
yeah, exactly. So we did mash them up really well, but we just cooked basically everything, and we'll just put it in the oven and have it start warming about an hour before we need to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. I've heard that, Tuck, but I don't, want them to suddenly get curious when I'm around. But they are fairly rare. However, they're supposedly eating all our Keys deer, but they didn't count on that for some reason. Oh, what happened? What happened? How'd you pop down? What
I don't
happened?
know. I
Oh,
might have bumped something. I'm wrapping plates that belong to my son. And
mhm.
so my daughter is going to, he came with a suitcase, and I said, why don't you take your plates? You know, I don't want to take them. And then his sister is coming, and she said she would drop them off. So I was like, okay, well, I'll start wrapping all these plates to get them out of my house.
Mm.
I have accumulated another shelf. These are very interesting looking plates.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, and so there were small ones and big ones, and then there was these ones that are glass, but they're fish, and they have a little, I think probably a little place to put your tartar sauce or something.
Mhm. How fun.
And so I just thought, well, while I'm here, I might as well
Get 'em
get
right.
this job done so that it's not something else I have to do tomorrow, because tomorrow is baking bread and first thing in the morning, and then getting ready for the next crew to come.
Wow. That's a lot. But enjoyable because they're your children and you get to see all of them.
Yeah, and we it's not like we do. We keep it pretty low key. It's mostly just visiting and having snacks and stuff. Tomorrow we'll watch a movie, and like
Right.
there's just gifts for my daughter and her boyfriend and my one son that will he's already had some of his gifts, but he'll have another one tomorrow. So and then my daughter bringing her gifts over. So it's not like it's not the full on. So she'll do her gifts in the tomorrow evening, and then Sunday we'll just have dinner, and then we'll play the gift game where we all you do that trading and stuff like that.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
And
white
then
elephant.
yeah, and then they'll take off and recatch the ferry. But they'll just come for the one night, but it's all that extra cleaning you have to do. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
take the sheets off the bed, for the next person to get on the bed, and that part is right, we got to get those off, and even though they weren't used for very long, but it's all good.
That's my side, Tibor. I do too. I prefer it. Gets too darn hot on the West Coast side.
Oh,
And that sand is because they're on the Gulf of Mexico. That heat is way different. Woo. And humidity. Like Tuck said, it never goes higher than 100%. I don't know, Tuck. I think West Coast, they go like 110 up near Tampa sometimes. I've heard from people who live up there. No, it doesn't really, but it feels like that.
Right.
Yeah, and Mama gets her cover space back, DCB said. Yep,
exactly. It's like, oh, good. I can put something else on that shelf now.
Yeah, there you go. Just wrap it like a Christmas gift.
Right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas to
Here's your plate.
Yeah, here's your plates. You can have them at your house now. You can take the rest of your stuff.
It's wonderful to free up space. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But it's amazing how there's something there to always, it seems like, take its place. Having an issue with.
Anything new that, like, if I have something, it's the fact that I haven't had a chance to, it has had no place. So I've had to make a new space for it. So,
exactly.
But I do have to say this turkey was absolutely divine and cooked so well. And I've never seen dark meat so dark. It was almost as dark as steak meat.
Oh, wow.
It was so dark, so rich. And my one son, he goes, I don't eat dark meat. And that dark meat was delicious. So
Yeah, Tibor. And it has the rapists of the sea. The dolphins are all over there. They're nice to look at, but I don't want to swim with them. Nope. But they do have the manatees, and those are just like sweet little things that God made, I think, on the last like end of his creation, where he was just like, boop, 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 manatee. Like, it's like it looks like a big piece of clay, and it's just like, boop. Oh, give you a little fit, give you another boop. Not much to them. But it's weird how they wrote the law down here that you're not allowed to molest manatees. Like, what? Why did we have to use that word? That we don't need that word there. Just say, don't touch the manatees. Do not touch.
Yeah.
Like, it was so. Ew, who wrote that? Yeah, it's different. We do have bigger waves on the East Coast, but it's funny. People who come from California are like, you guys don't have any waves.
Right.
No way. Brian Gumble passed away. Wow. Now I do feel old.
Wow.
Wow. How old was Brian Gumble? He must have had something like cancer.
Because I don't think he was that old.
No, he wasn't. Hold on. Brian Gumble. He was 76.
Mm.
Huh. I don't see anything yet. Yeah. Oh wait, they said Greg. What are they called? Oh, it's Greg Gumbel. His brother, I guess, died. It says legendary CBS sportscaster Greg Gumbel dies at 78.
Mm.
Let me see if his brother.
Yeah, Bryant
Also
is born in
78.
1948.
Okay, hold on. What is it? Come on, be stupid. Go away. This ad won't go away from Google, so I can see it. I can't get it to there. Oh crap! Now I hit a button after it went away. Here, let's see. Behind. Yeah, Brian Gumbel was the younger brother. Is the younger brother. So that's just to see
Yeah.
people that we've watched growing up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Jacksonville. I've never been to Jacksonville Beach before, Miss Shannon. I know that's how I felt. Can't be real. You been to our Jacksonville Beach?
I think so. I was in Jacksonville on the West Coast side. My cousin has a beach house there, so we would go and hang out at the beach.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's certain areas that are nicer than others, just like in Jersey. There's some areas that are not so nice on their beach, and then there's others that are quite nice.
All right. Well, good night, DCBs.
Night, DCBs. You have a happy New Year. If we don't see you before then,
Happy New Year.
Are you doing tomorrow night?
Nope. Tomorrow's Christmas.
Okay.
Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve.
That's the Eve. Okay.
Yeah. No. Shawnee is thinking about coming up with something for tomorrow night.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause she was wondering if you were taking time off or not, because we thought
Nope.
you
I'm
were,
just.
and then
I got another Christmas. Last week it was doing concerts, and this week is
blessed days. You too, DC. Yeah, I know you haven't really caught a break. Like you're like, oh, I'm gonna just take a break.
nope.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and it's nice to wear linen down here and white in our hot weather for sure. Yeah, I actually even thought of that talk after it was all over. I'm like, if Whole Foods or if the place would do, everything and not add a bunch of crap to it, I would think about doing that just to free up the time.
Yeah, we have some restaurants that actually let you book the entire dinner, and then the place that my butcher is, they do have they do make some pre-made food, but it's homemade pre-made food, so it's not stuff with additives. It's real people making, whatever, whether it's cordon bleus, and they'll make the cheese balls, and they'll do things like that.
Right.
They'll make a mac and cheese and a meatloaf, or what are those British hand pockets, and they'll make the little calzones with fresh homemade dough. So it's good stuff. But they also make Christmas TV dinners. So it's,
Oh,
everything is there, and it's all
yeah.
frozen for you, and you can take it home. And so I would imagine that it's, again, real food.
Right.
So yeah, and
That's
then
true. Whole Foods does do like a Thanksgiving like TV dinner.
TV
Like I
dinner.
have seen them do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My son Bo, he works because he's manager in the kitchen manager in
Mhm.
a pub. And so then people in the service industry, there's somebody that gives away, you can get 2 meals. They'll give you 2 meals for you and whoever.
Mhm.
And so I think it had drinks in it. It had
Mhm.
he said the meal was off the charts, like the turkey, the dressing,
Mm.
everything was just off the chart. And then it had a whole, I think it probably had dessert too, and a whole entire loaf of bread inside of it. And they just gave them to people that are in the service industry because they know they
Yeah.
have to work and they don't have time to, it's like, okay, you get December 25th off.
Right.
Okay, well, I got to make sure I got my turkey out and blah, blah, blah. And so it was like, here's your dinner.
Oh, it went blue. There we go. Not the circle. There we go. Are we okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. I know my brother used to. I don't think they ever did anything like that for him when he was.
No, I've never seen it. And so, yeah, and you just would sign up for it, and people volunteer, other people in the serving industry
Mhm.
and kitchen industry, they'll come and they'll actually put them all together. So he said,
Mhm.
I'd like to volunteer for it, just because it was such a neat thing to know
Right.
that if I couldn't get home for Christmas dinner, I have a Christmas dinner.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's the part I love the leftover part. In fact, I saw my husband taking ham for lunch, and I was like, "No, no, sir. You cannot do that. You must come home and eat this meal because this is made for dinners. You may not take all the ham for lunch.
not lunch.
No, no, no. This is to cover mommy's dinners after I just slaved away at that meal for
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
a few days. Get some dinner time off.
Yeah.
But that sounds really awesome, though, that they do that. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really
It
great
just,
idea.
to help them out, because it's,
Mhm.
if they have no place to go, or,
Right.
no time to cook either.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just like, the handyman who has no time to get to his own house. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? He's always passing away. Yeah. And poor Betty White, before she did passed away multiple times too, according to the internet. So yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
always have to double check. But we don't we just basically are going to do, I think, we're going to try and redo maybe the Christmas picture. I'm not sure. Just to see if Malachi will smile this time. But this poor kid with what happened to his little face. And it was healing. It was looking good today, and he got mad and he opened up the corner again. Yeah, he got impatient with me because he wanted some popcorn, and suddenly I turn around and he's opened it up, and it's like, no. But it could have itched too. Like, I don't, poor kid. I can't believe. And when I talk to people at Whole Foods of, melanated people asking like different advice, and he's with me so they can see what happened. And I mentioned the product, which was Cantu. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm hearing a lot about they changed the formula and it's happening. And I'm like, then I need to contact Cantu then. And every Cantu product I just tossed. Just earlier tonight, I went through all his stuff and tossed every single one. I'm like, I'm not taking a chance again.
And
But
what's in it?
Their products usually were great for like his hair, which is like a 4C women's curl. It was a really tight curl. I don't even remember. It was just a product they had for kids. It wasn't like an all natural, but it wasn't also like really low level,
Right.
It was
Yeah.
known to be a good product. even there was a woman on here after it happened in Malachi, and I looked it up, and she was saying the same thing. She's like, I love the product on my hair. However, I was getting hives. I was itching. I didn't know what it was from. And then she went to use one of the products in the shower, and she still didn't make the connection. She was like, I just started itching all over. And I thought, oh, maybe it's, she still didn't think it's the product that she just put on. It clicked
Right.
after. It clicked after for her, and she had to get rid of all of them as she realized it.
Right.
You still
Oh,
have a whole ham? Wow. Oh, no. And hubby can't help you out with that because he's working probably. I'm sorry, Duncan. Did you fall? What happened? I missed what happened to you. Present to the wife new desktop computer about all she can do. Aw, there's a full set of minus 30. I can run her errands in the cold. Aw, that was sweet though that you did that for her, Tibor.
mm-hmm.
I'm sorry that's all that she can do anymore.
Hmm.
You think she's sharper than she's letting on? Yep, I know. Even yeah, that's hard. Hey, Kentucky Goblin.
Hey,
Yes,
Goblin.
usually on Friday nights. That's where we all are. It's over here. I did throw out that too. It was Cantu products. Cantu, they changed the formulations on a lot of their products, and a lot of people are having issues. And I heard that that brand is getting sued because they have something in it that can cause cancer.
Oh, dear.
And I had just bought him a small thing of like a conditioning curl cream. So, yep, nope, that's out. So all I got aloe for his skin, like real aloe. I'm cutting it off the aloe leaf. I got jojoba oil, and they were telling me about Jamaican black castor oil, and I know about it, but I also know it's faked a lot. So I need a good brand for that. If anybody knows of a good brand for the Jamaican black castor oil, for his, like, once this heals, just for his hairline, to help his hairline grow in even. I'm trying to think what else I got for him. Oh, I got vitamin E capsules that don't have soy in them. Please check your vitamin E if you go and you use vitamin E. Soy is in almost all of them now. Mike's, what's up? See you.
Yeah, the problem with vitamin E capsules is you cut them and that stuff is just like
I know. It's so sticky. It's kind of like castor oil a little bit. It's so
yeah,
thick.
so
But
thick.
yeah, it's so thick. But hopefully it will help repair the it's like a melasma now that we're concerned about, like scarring. I hope not. But the aloe's helping. Oh, and my daughter had that stuff that has a chlorine molecule in it, I guess, but we make it on the inside of us. So it's
Oh,
sort of a natural cleanser for wounds and stuff. That was helping. That and the aloe was really helping until he just, up and today.
mm-hmm.
New neighbor. Everybody's screaming, JT! Hey!
What's
Good
up?
to
What's
see
up?
you.
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Question: has anybody ever bought a camera, back of your camera reflection clip? I'm trying to look for one and I'm struggling finding them because what they're telling, I don't even have my phone here. The ones that they're showing is that they clip on the camera like this so that you can take a picture where it's the reflection, the top and the bottom. And I just want one that I can put on the back of the camera so I can start using the back camera rather than just the front
Yeah.
face on. And so
Right.
if you can see, then you can see that you are. And most of them are all just little circles, but you go like, I just want one that's, a little bit smaller than the camera so that I can see that I'm centered in the shot.
Oh.
So, And not
I know that.
electronic where it's plugging into it. So
Yeah, I know. And that one lady uses her Apple Watch, which I don't even know how to set that up with my phone. How you do that? No, I hadn't
mhm.
heard of that before till just now. I am so sorry. It has since went into my left hip. I'm like, oh, it's your sciatic nerve. I bet if it felt like a bow light and lower back. Yep. Oh, oh, hate that. Ice and heat is what I have to do. The gel pack really helps, but not put it in the freezer. I put it in the fridge to start. I will send you, Brandon. Oh, thank you. Okay. Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
okay.
we were talking about, like some of the TikTok brands. Oh, congratulations, Kentucky Goblin.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's great.
Hmm.
Thank you, Official Jane. Yeah. Yeah, it
Welcome,
was
folks
going.
coming in.
Yes, welcome, welcome. And Duncan, you're getting them all. Thank you for being the fall person.
You
Yeah,
are the
tonight.
winner for tonight's
You're the winner.
live stream.
I think GT was the winner one night, and either yours or mine. I don't know how to do that.
There's nothing you can, and and it's like, unfortunately, it's an opportunity for you to
Mhm.
gain a little bit of money. So
Yeah,
the only other thing you can do is have it off during the live stream. Like if
yeah.
there's something that's really
I didn't
crucial,
see
I
that
I
one.
shut it
I
I
didn't.
shut it off, and then I just turn it
Yeah,
back on, and then, or you can
right.
turn it back on once the live stream is done, and then if anybody's watching it.
They're like changing it up back there because when I went in there, I couldn't even find the off. It's like we do it for you or you do it, and I'm like, I'll do it 30. I'll do it 30 in between. The other one was like, I'll select when I want them, but then it said something about you have to have something. I don't know what it was. Like, I couldn't understand it. And I was like, well, I don't think
Mm.
I have that. So I don't know if I can choose this. Oh, good. Oh, really? They were good? What were the ads? I like to know what they put on my stuff. Static pain. My wife uses a percussion saw. Oh, it does? I'd be afraid of anything hitting me in that area when it's acting up. Does she use the ball part mics or does she use like the prong? Which one does she use that helps you? Because they have all those attachments. Yeah, yeah. If they're long ads, I totally get it. Don't come back in and be with us instead.
Mhm.
It does help the
Pee and
channel.
refill breaks.
There you go. That's it. It's a pee break. A little pee break. But yeah, I don't know. I've never seen that before for the phone to
Mhm.
clip onto the phone so you can center yourself. Because
Mm.
yeah, if you're using your front facing, which is the better camera, you're not able to see yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think I'd like to try that and see if it's something, but I don't
Right.
want just a little circle, like, and it's a bit concave, so it is giving more, but,
Right.
and that, so.
It's like a
So I have to
little.
tell you that, I have to
Mhm.
say what I got, well, some of the things I got for Christmas.
Yeah. Ooh.
Um, because somebody always goes, if they win Christmas, and I went, I totally
Oh,
won Christmas.
oh gosh. Funny.
And it can be if you gave everybody what they wanted and whatever. So I gave everybody a few little things, but what we usually do is we do the Secret Santa, and we'll
Yeah.
do it the with all of us. And this year I went, my budget doesn't really, for me to do Secret Santa and then buy, all 5 kids and then 2 extras gifts. So, I'm doing 7. I think that should be it. I don't need to do an 8th. And so I said, I'm not going to participate in Secret Santa. And so anyway, the kids got together and they said, let's not do Secret Santa. Let's just bless mom. So
Oh.
there were things on my wish list. Like I wanted some new gloves for working with the Furno oven because I'm with fire and
Mhm.
stuff like that. And I would like to have something and so like Marissa bought me welding gloves, right? Really
Nice.
nice welding gloves. But inside of it were $100 bills.
Get out of here. Oh my goodness.
And then I opened another package and it had like these kind of salt and pepper shakers or something like that. And there was more money in those.
Oh.
And then I opened another package and there was a big stack of money in that one.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just so overwhelmed because it's
Oh.
like, okay, you guys can't afford to do this either. And they go, no, we wanted to bless you. And so, yeah, every gift I opened, it would be the gift that it was like, oh, yeah, I wanted that. And then inside there would be, and here's some more money. So I said, okay,
Yeah,
I totally won Christmas this year
you did.
and
You
was
totally
completely
won.
blessed by my kids. And
Oh, so sweet.
yeah, yeah. They said, no, we're not going to buy gifts for each other. We'll give it to mom. And even though like the budget for Secret Santa is like $50 maybe in that. So
Yeah,
they all went way over their budgets and it's like
right,
none of you can actually afford this. No, we want to do it. And it's like I'm wanting to go here, take this. Here, you
right.
take that back. Okay, you've got lots of money. You don't need I'm not giving it back to you. It's like you over here, no. You need to
Right.
hang on to this money. This is your,
Yeah.
living money. And
Oh,
but
yeah.
yeah,
Mama always knows. I know who can really do it and who needs that money. Yeah. That
exactly.
has a
Exactly.
generous heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it was yeah, I definitely won Christmas and they totally knocked my socks off and because it's like, okay, well, okay, no gifts. If you're gonna give me
right.
money, don't do the gifts, right? But
Exactly.
no, they just said, no, we're getting you those things that you want, and then we're also gonna give you cash. So
Really
mhm.
nice.
Yeah.
Mine was like the smallest. Thanks to my brother, I have like Christmas money. Darren gave me like he has, I don't know if it's a customer or the company that works with him at Hewlett, like he buys from them. Uh, they'll give him like a $50 Visa gift card each year, and he usually just passes it on to me.
That's
So,
awesome.
like, yeah.
Mhm.
But
I'll
then,
take
like,
it.
I did one of these things where it's like Malachi's presents look like crazy amount, and then Hannah's, I was like, "What the heck happened?" She gave me a list. I bought everything on a list, but one pair of earrings. I was like, "Wait a minute, those earrings never came in," and the person must have canceled the order, and I didn't know. Um, and so she didn't have the earrings. So then I was just like, you know what? I'll just give her that. I'll give her the 50 and she can get her earrings and get her, because I found them on Amazon because they were on like an Etsy or a Macari. Um, I said, I found the earrings on here, but this is for tomorrow because I know you like the sale at Lush to get all their holiday smells and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. So I
Nice.
just gave it
So
to
the
her.
gift that just keeps on giving,
Yeah, just keeps getting passed around in the family.
which is very nice.
Yeah, she got me some lipsticks of the brand that doesn't make those lipsticks, but if they do, they're like super expensive. So she got me some minis and the different. That's what I'm wearing right now. It's one of the colors she got me, which I
Nice.
love. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's
they're
pretty.
all natural. Thank you.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would say Malachi won Christmas in our house this year. Got plenty. Loved his little got like a little piano and the bongos.
Right.
Um, but he most of all asks for his putty. Putty. He likes his glitter putty. It's got glitter in it, and he just plays with it.
Mhm.
Takes it to all the things. Got it on a shirt today. Got it on what was it, socks the other day. I'm like, this was what was I thinking? Christmas was made when I was happy with what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Exactly.
that's how I feel. It's like, if you got, the lights in their eyes, even as my kids are older, you
Right.
know, that you just gave them something unexpected that they were like, wow, then, you win Christmas because it's just like you just see
Mhm.
the joy in them.
Right.
And it's not out of like, I got everything I wanted. It's just the fact that it's like, they feel really blessed. So
Right. Yeah, that's where I felt like I dropped the ball this year with Hannah, because usually I will do her list and then I will select something that I know she's kind of looked at, or and get her that and surprise her. And I didn't
yeah.
have that thing this year, and I was like, oh, I dropped the ball. It's a mom this year. Sorry. And then of course Malachi's presents just keep they're just a pile of presents there. But some of it too is like therapeutic, like it's
Yeah.
therapy stuff.
And it's toys. It's like the older your kids
smaller.
get, what I find is that, the gifts get a little bit more expensive
Yeah.
and still practical. Like my one son, he was like lion's mane. So it was like, okay, well, I'll buy you, 2 months supply of lion's mane. And it's like, look at
Yeah.
it. I don't have to buy lion's mane for 2 months. This is great.
Yay. Yeah,
So,
things like that. Yeah, it is. That's what I said to Theron too. Like her stuff is per thing is more expensive than his toys, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet, Tibor. I can understand that. I almost didn't decorate our tree this year either, but I'm
Yeah.
glad I did. I'm glad I did. But if it was just us two, I wouldn't.
No, but even what I do, it's like the lights are already on the tree, and then I just put white poinsettias and red plastic, shiny balls on it, and it ends up looking like it's a little bit more than just, oh, there's nothing on that tree, just because of those two contrastings, right? So,
Yeah.
no gear. I am not doing stream tomorrow. It seems, I don't know if I'm on like week 3. I feel like I've been.
Yeah, you've been
I was trying
away.
I feel like I've been away, but I
Yeah.
haven't been. Or I feel
No.
like, have I been, have I been sent to prison?
No.
I'm not allowed to see my friends. Am I on a timeout? Because it's like,
At least you're
this
making
is
money and doing gigs
that's
in the
true.
timeout. So that's
That's
a good
true.
thing. But yeah, I
Yep.
know it does feel like that for us
Yeah.
too. Like, where's
So
our
no,
diva?
we're having my second
Right.
Christmas tomorrow. We're going to do another Christmas Eve with presents, and then we'll have a Christmas dinner on Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon for the second set of kids. So
Yeah, Shawnee's looking into putting something together. That's probably where she is tonight because she's very organized and she's probably doing that right now.
well, there is a birthday that's going on
And
at
yes,
her house.
yes, she does
Yeah.
have a birthday. That's correct.
So yeah.
Cute little thing. Yeah. Cute.
Come
little
on,
thing.
that's
Look at that. As soon as look at this. There.
yeah,
As soon as
she's
we
here.
mention her, there she is.
Yeah.
Hey.
2,200 in Christmas bonuses.
Oh
my
wow.
gosh, is that
Something
what
to
you
look
got for
forward
Christmas?
to.
You
Yay,
got your husband's bonuses for Christmas.
Okay, so
What an
10:30
awesome
my
bonus.
time. She is going to do it. She took up the
Mhm.
challenge.
She took up the gauntlet.
Yes, took up the gauntlet. She's doing it. Okay, we will be
Oh,
back.
she's starting late.
It's warm today, Shawnee. I said. Oh,
Oh,
wow. Cool.
that's so nice.
It is nice. Mike loves those squirrels. That's weird. Yeah, you guys aren't getting like serious snow right now. Instead, you're getting rain.
Mm.
I did work. Oh, that's right too. You work. Yay! Well, if you want to come up for a little bit, you're more than welcome. If you're worn out, we'll do yours tomorrow night. I totally understand too. I don't remember rain this time of year. I know, isn't it so? It's weird. Like I'm walking outside and it's slightly humid and it's still warm. And I know it's Florida, but the end of December we used to cool off a bit. I remember the year we had Wilma hit in 2006, and thank God that year in October we got cool weather because everybody lost their electricity. So we had some cool weather, and our windows open and everything. And yeah, it got cool. It used to get cool. It doesn't. It's so strange what's going on. It's strange, but not strange. They're putting this big shell of aluminum and all kinds of other things all over us. My company doesn't do bonuses for the peons, just managerial job. Gave me 250 bonus at the end of the season, though very unexpected, being I only worked like 10 Saturdays. Oh wow.
I want a job where you get a bonus and a
Yeah.
Christmas
I
party.
want a Christmas bonus. And a Christmas pony? What did you just say?
Party.
Oh,
I want to go to the Christmas.
I'm like,
I want to go to the Christmas
pony.
pony. They give Christmas ponies, though. I want a job that does that.
Right.
Where you get to get dressed up and, eat,
Yeah.
overpriced food and drink
miss that.
overpriced wine and not have to pay for any of it.
Yeah, that sounds very dangerous, Shawnee. I don't like rain mixed with very cold weather and snow. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Christmas. I miss the Christmas party there and they had at work, I think. Actually, I think we only went that one year. I don't know if he didn't go. We didn't go the year before. I can't remember, but it was nice. And then, oh, sorry, we edited those out because we don't want to spend money on that. They had an auditor come and audit the company, so they could keep more money, keep more money.
All right. Good night, Goblin. Thanks for
Good night.
popping in. Hit the like on your way out, please.
I totally understand. We'll be getting off soon too.
Mm-hmm.
We're both tired.
Mm-hmm.
That's cold, Barry. The 20s and 40s lows. They're all evening off. Yeah, we were supposed to get rain. We only got a little bit today, Miss Sharon. It's not stopping until Sunday on my. Well, they were saying too, like Arkansas, was it tonight? Not Arkansas. Alabama was going to have to watch for tornadoes. Was that tonight or last night? I forget.
Yeah, we had some pretty bad winds. I know Boxing Day they were saying first thing in the morning they said no ferries are going to travel. I think the first ferry they were going to let go was at about 2:00. Even though at 7 when I was out with the chickens or 7:30, 8:00. Who am I joking? 8:15. When I'm out with them, it was like there wasn't any wind and it was mild, but so I don't know if it was from the night before, but that's one hassle about living on the island if you need to get off of it. Like, let's say you go, I've got a trip I'm going to go to. I'm going to Mexico and I got to, get over to Vancouver to fly out of that airport. It's like, you better get yourself there a day or two early because the ferries could totally ruin your trip.
Crazy.
And he's like, nope, can't go. You're stuck. Nothing you can do.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Mike. If it's like overcast skies, like and foggy. But yeah, with the overcast skies, and I would not like that. The idea of being trapped on like them shutting that down and not being able to get off the island.
Yeah. Well, if like the island is very big, right? Like for land mass, it's very big. But it's if you have a scheduled thing that's, that you've paid for.
Yeah, exactly.
So most of the time we just go, forget it. We'll pay the extra, whatever it is to fly out of here to Vancouver. And even there, we might go the day early and just to be on the safe side, especially at this time of the year. If it's other times, it's, very seldom in the summertime.
Right.
Are they ever shut down? It might be, again, high winds, just mostly high winds. But
that's usually what freaks me out. Like if it's something bad, like we get trapped on the island, like what happened in, certain age state of ours, like for people in Mau, like that. That frightens me.
It's a pretty big island, and there's pretty good places that you can find yourself alone.
Okay.
Like you could do. There's lots of places where deep in the forest, and it's.
She found her link.
And you could easily hide yourself and be self-sustained out somewhere. So.
Oh, okay.
Good evening.
Well, hello, darling. So glad we all could join us up here on the live. Thank you for coming, darling.
What did I miss out on? I feel like I've missed out on something, darling.
Well, it's just how she was coming in the door. Good evening, and then I decided to do a really weird. Zsa Zsa Gabor, maybe something else. So who knows what it was?
If someone calls me after 8 p.m., that's how I answer the phone. And it makes them laugh every time. And it's just now you know.
Good evening.
Well, did you guys have a good day?
Yeah.
Exhausting for mommy, perhaps.
Yeah, I didn't have much to talk about, but I thought I'd come on here and show my face.
Oh yeah. Well, we appreciate that.
Kiss my face.
Yay, thank you. I'll get clicks for that. Shawnee showed her face. I'll put that in.
Click.
I worked really hard to decorate the house with pink and black and unicorns and such for a birthday. And they didn't show up for like 5 hours later than when I thought they were coming. So that got a little fun.
Oh no.
It's okay though.
It was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And then,
Emphasize.
we got through the party part. It went good. The person felt special.
Good.
So I did my job.
Yay.
I don't know what else to say.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
Did
I
you
know,
enjoy your
that 5
Christmas?
hours. No, by the way.
I'm gonna say sure.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, reflecting on how Christmas Eve went. It didn't last very long. Kids had meltdowns. It ended real
Okay.
quick. I mean, 22
Okay.
minutes. Then that was it. Okay.
Woohoo!
So we could incorporate a better plan next year for that one. And then Christmas Day morning here
Mhm.
went okay, but I ended up like going and taking a nap because
Mm.
I feel like the 2 weeks before Christmas I could have implemented better with my time for the baking
Mm.
and the presenting and the wrapping and I don't know. I feel like it wasn't managed well on my time.
Mm.
So then we went to a new house with new people and we made it an hour at that one and then we bailed.
Yay.
But all in all, it was all positive. I
Yeah,
got
good.
I got lots of gardening stuff, kinda.
Yay.
I got a gift
Yay.
card to one of the nurseries. I got a gift card to a seed co-op. I got a bag of dirt. I got a subscription to a gardening magazine. I got a hori hori and I got a Japanese weeding scythe.
Nice. You made it out, girl. I think
So
You
you
got
win.
dirt.
You know.
You're so lucky.
yeah.
Hey.
It's pretty sad when we're all like, got a bag of dirt. That's awesome.
Yeah. It was like potting soil. Yeah.
I know it is.
Was it
It's
the one you
good.
like, Fox Farm? Because that is a very big gift. Like people don't realize who don't garden.
I think
like,
it was Fox Farm, the ocean floor one.
yeah, those are that's
Ooh.
a gift. Some nice dirt.
And then cash. Cash is good. I got cash too.
Oh, I like cash. Okay, a little burp.
Mhm.
Oh, the thing, I'm not going to complain, but this is just the if I could change in time. When I was at my side for Christmas, if I could have said to my husband, "Can you just go handle the kids so I can watch the people that are my family open the gifts that I spent a month," we would change that part of it because I didn't get to see anybody open any of the presents I got them because I was busy at
Mm.
the kid table with their presents. And
Right.
sure, I'll open that. Sure, I'll read that to you. Sure, I would change that
Right.
part of it.
Mhm.
Okay, the gardening stuff. Yay.
Mhm. I love gardening stuff.
Me too.
And then my birthday's in January, so more gardening stuff.
Yay.
What day is
Oh,
your birthday?
20.
yeah.
20?
The 20th. That's
Mm.
probably when I'm going to be in my diet. Well, not my diet. My taking care of my muscles eating plan. We'll
I was
see.
supposed to be born in March.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were early.
Lucky to be alive.
Who's here?
You have a visitor.
Brother DT.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, how y'all doing?
GT.
Doing.
Yeah. How y'all doing? What's up? What's up? Happy Christmas to you,
Yeah.
Mr. GT.
Yeah.
Same to you. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good. Just
get-
tired. Just, you
Yeah.
know, it's like, why do we do all this stuff? Because it just burns you right out.
Yes.
It's fun and we make memories. Yeah. Sometimes those go together and sometimes they don't. Sometimes you just make memories. Sometimes you just have some fun.
Yeah.
You
Or
know?
well, I did make, it's like I did make a couple of grand with the concert. So that's good. But it's like I'm so tired.
Yeah, I took a lot of naps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you have naps with small? I have no small people. I have chickens that I'm responsible for,
She's the
and I
aggressive
cannot get
napper.
in naps.
They, sometimes do bad things while I'm napping.
Mm.
Sometimes.
But it's the fact that you actually go, okay, go lay down, and then
Yeah.
you go, okay, turn off everything, and having naps.
I have I can kind of hear them still, but I feel rested, 15, 30 minutes. What else happened during this lovely Christmas time of year? My husband removed every single toy out of their room in a story I will not talk about publicly, but it's a beautiful opportunity for us to have them tell us what they want. So I can weed out toys that maybe they've outgrown or they don't have interest in currently in their play schemas, and they are able to manage the inventory because all that's in there is like kind of the new stuff we got, and it's been great. It's been wonderful.
Yeah. I should probably box up some stuff and see what happens with them.
But now there's box piles upstairs I got to deal with.
Yes, that's the problem. Then I have more boxes.
He's not going to do it.
Yeah.
He's going to watch the replay and he's going to be so embarrassed. And I said it was you.
Finish the job. Finish the job. Just finish it.
Oh, wow. So how was yours, GT? Did you guys have a good Christmas, or did you have to work? Or?
No, they tried to get me to work. I told them I couldn't. I told them I had to cook. So.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
What'd you cook?
Shrimp Alfredo with sausages, steak, little crescent rolls, the ones that you get out the refrigerator section at Wally World.
Yep.
Macaroni and cheese, rice.
How come you didn't invite us all for dinner?
I know, right?
Like, I could have used a dinner like that, sir. I could have used a dinner like that.
Yeah, everybody.
A piece of ham was 2 pounds. Yeah.
Wow.
But no, my brother had came through, so I had to do some deep cleaning. So it gave me the opportunity to clean the kitchen because I had I had rooting hormone, everything on the table because that's where I go to do my plants and stuff.
Right.
My wife had been telling me, you gotta clean it up, man. You're not gonna like when you have to. And yeah, it was bad. But my brother, he enjoyed the meal a lot. My son enjoyed the meal except for the steak. The steak was kind of tough, and it was because I cooked it done. So I had to cook it better for him, I guess. It was plenty of flavor. My wife came in the kitchen and we did that, so yeah, a lot of laughs, a lot of talking. It was very playful and stuff, so
nice.
That was all good. Yeah.
Probably glad you got off and decided to stay home instead of working on Christmas. Yeah. My husband likes to do the Thanksgiving break rather than the Christmas. And I'm always like, I'd prefer you took the Christmas and the end of the year rather than the Thanksgiving. Like, but he has to do it because it's like there's 2 managers, basically him and this other guy. And the other guy always had the in-laws were in like Tennessee. So they would always leave. But now I don't think they're there. So now I'm like, but now's your shot. Hey, Christmas. Switch. So that sounds really good. We had some shrimp and crab on salad. I did, and it was so good. But I love shrimp. That's like shrimp Alfredo is one of my favorites.
I was wondering what was being done in the kitchen. But then I figured out, you guys laughed and you were cooking together is what you were meaning. But here I hear what you were saying, dude. And then my wife came in the kitchen and all that, and it was like, what's all that? What was kitchen?
Yeah, well,
all that?
They got the family around them. It can only be like PG-13 stuff. I mean,
correct.
Or even
But it was no. He was downstairs, entertaining his brother. So I got to, I'm a man, so I get to tease her. It's she's still. I still love her. I still, and she's not a cook, so it was even good to have her in the kitchen with me, because I'm the cook in my house. I get down. So
but and having company, someone to keep you company is always really nice. And then if it's someone you really like, and they have all the parts that you really, really like, well then
ding 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 ding, you win.
Right.
There was lots of cooking going on.
That's right.
Yeah.
A lot of heat in the kitchen. A lot of heat in the kitchen on Christmas.
There we go. That was a good one too. And I dropped some seeds too, so I was happy about that. So it was like I had a nice day. Yeah.
I decided I'm
Got
going to clean off back here, and I'm going to try and do the indoor challenge. Yeah,
Okay. That's what's up.
you and Mike's. Yep, I'm gonna gotta just set it up. That's the only thing. I gotta find my stackers because I had some small stackers, and they've just I don't know where they went to. They just kind of
Mm.
disappeared. Kind of wondering if somebody walked away with them. Like, oh, she's not gonna realize these are gone. She's got the other size one.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Mike's talking about making his own Chinese and stuff. That sounds really good.
Mm.
No.
Yeah, but it was a pretty good day.
Yay! I agree.
Yeah.
They playing around in the kitchen. Shh, we don't need to know. That's right.
I mean, that's what, you
Yeah,
know,
married couples do
if,
that.
no matter how old you get,
Mhm.
if you got
Yeah.
a few seconds, throw something at them,
Yep.
just let them know you love them. Just throw a little water bottle at them,
Yeah.
and then run. Yeah. It could be empty. You throw an empty water bottle at their head,
Nobody be
and
throwing
when they
anything
turn
at
around,
me. It's not funny. Nope, I don't like that.
oh, it's not. Well, whatever bothers that person to make them giggle, that's what you do.
I get it. Yeah.
So, if you walk around the front, you spray them with a water bottle and run. You find whatever
Now we know what goes on at
bothers
Gigi's
them.
house.
I'm fun. There's age is never gonna stop me from playing. I love to watch a person smile. I love it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Mike's, you can if it's a long one, just exit out. I'd rather have you in here if it's one of
If you
those
could
long
hear
ones.
us, Mike, you only need to watch
Yeah,
30 seconds and it
yeah,
counts.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
can't
And
hear us.
He's probably in the ad still.
then
I was watching the ads too. It was too good one. It was it was too good ads. I was like, yeah, let's get this money. Yeah, go ahead.
oh,
Get that.
thank
Get that.
you. I'm
Yeah.
wondering like what they're putting on my stuff. Like I'm like I don't
Well, it
know.
was Spider Farmer and then there was True Leaf Market. So they was both
Oh,
related to gardening. So I was like,
yay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Usually
so they
per
Yeah.
still think
person. It's
what?
usually per person. Like whatever my
Oh,
cookies are,
Oh, the
I'm gonna get
personalized
ads for
ad.
that stuff. But
Whatever you
like,
look at.
cookies.
right.
Yeah, what you've been searching. Got
Like
it.
raspberry shortcake? Like
No, not that. No,
no.
it's
Computer
little
Oh.
data
yeah,
history.
computer data. Yeah, for some reason I seem to get
Mm.
the 2 or 3, and so does my mom, the 2 or 3 minute one
Thank you, Mike.
of the men's tactical outdoor jacket, and it's like I've never watched this ad. I've never searched for a tactical
Right.
sweater for men. Like,
Yeah.
and it
I
is
don't
like 2
have
minutes long.
personalized ads, so mine are very random too. I don't let them do the personalized ads. So yeah, I get some random stuff. For
So
There's
sure.
a
that's what cookies are. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you should clear your
Supposedly there's
you
a
can clear your
section
cookies.
for you guys that have monetized stuff where you can go in your studio and select specific subjects of ads that you don't want shown on your channel.
That's
Yeah.
a
I
big
don't
fat
know where to
lie.
get that.
I've seen that, but it's a big fat lie. I've
I
never
thought
seen
I
it.
saw it
Okay.
after you told me about it.
I
And
look for it, and they say you have to go to AdSense. So I go to AdSense, and you've got nothing to choose from here. And it's like, well, why don't I have anything to choose from here?
Weird.
So they're big fat liar pants on fire. That's all I'm going to say.
I thought I saw
I
it.
believe
I don't
you guys.
remember. If I find it again, I'll screenshot it. But I
Thank
thought I
you.
found it and did something with it because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what Shawnee was talking about.
Oh, and that branding thing that
I'm
you wanted
not
me to,
touching that.
that is not allowed in Canada.
No, but I'm not
If I
touching it.
lived in the
Branding thing.
States, or if I lived in Europe, or if I lived in another major country, you could use the brand connect. But as a Canadian, there is no brand connect for Canadians.
It's still you guys are like it. This person's open for it, but that's about all they're really doing. It's like, oh, this person's open for a connection. Then it's up to you and that brand. If
Yes.
outside of
Brand
Yeah.
Connect.
yeah, I
brand
don't know.
connect. And
Something about it
you
makes
can
me
you can
nervous.
you can set a price, and you can write kind of a little bit of an intro letter, and there's helps that you can do it so that it's there, so
Oh,
that
I
if
didn't see that
brands are
part.
going around, they can
Yeah.
look and they go, okay, I like their price, and they'll send you their offer letter, and then you can to accept it or counter it or whatever. But to set up your brand connect, it just goes, hey, I'm open for brands.
Yeah.
But not if you're Canadian.
Right. Oh, that's sorry.
Mm.
There was something about it they were saying too, like you have to make sure like that everything is copacetic on your channel. Like you are not using any music that you're not allowed to use, blah, 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 all this. It was like, I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble.
No, you won't get in trouble. It's just like you're not going and grabbing Justin Bieber's, music to put behind your videos.
Right.
You're using
Google needs more info on me.
Baby. I'm sorry.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't understand. Like even with the shorts, like I'm like, how do these people get away with using these music clips? I'm like, I don't get it.
Well, they just don't. Those ones won't get monetized.
It's for exposure.
Okay, exactly. That's what it's for. Okay.
Yeah. So they can't monetize that one. They can't collect any money from it. And also some songs, they won't be played in other certain countries, right? So it's not a strike against you. It's just that, sorry, we can't let the music play because it's licensed under someone else. So you just try to avoid any popular music as far as I'm concerned, because I don't want to see any marks on me.
I was so funny that with like the clock channel, and I was trying to take a video, and actually you couldn't really hear the musician in the audience. It was out in the out in the middle of the audience playing. It was here at a concert, and suddenly I've got this. I don't even know where it came from off of the clock channel, where it's like, don't you sometimes wonder what people are thinking? Like this. I'm like, how did that get on my video? I didn't click nothing. Where did that come from? And I couldn't get it off once it's on there. I'm like, I got to stay away from here until I can figure out how I even did that by accident, because I don't know how I did. Just don't. So like, I'm the same way with YouTube. I get overly concerned. Like Brand Connect sounds good, but then it also sounds like I might get in trouble. I don't know. What if it's like a bad one? Like, what if it's a bad deal? YouTube's not going to help me. They're not going to help me get out of that.
Yeah, but you look it over and you read the fine print, and then you have someone else read the fine print for you so that you know whether it's good or not. And sometimes it can just be like, I'm happy. It's like, give me your product.
Right.
If it's free product that I would like, I don't need a deal where I have to, commit, and we'll give you, $200 and or whatever. So.
Oh, wow. Sorry, Tibor. I'm glad you came back. Enough of the rain. He got knocked off the line. Yeah. I like it. I've had that though, where they just go right through my email on my about page. So it's like, I'm wondering like what, I just need to put out more content. Maybe I'll get more offers too. I
kind of feel like not that I can have Brand Connect. I'm just going to keep putting it out there. But I feel that in my because I did have it, because when I got monetized, it just gives you it automatically.
Right.
And then they went, oh, you're Canadian.
Yeah, I remember. It was gone.
But I would almost think that Brand Connect would possibly be a safer bet than just the random emails that come.
True.
Because like you can actually research the company. Like I've had just somebody's name. We would like to offer you, that saw, and it was like, I don't know who this is. And
I had that happen with Saker. Saker did that to everybody.
Yeah, so it's like they don't have, it's like, here's the website, and we'd like you to, we'd like to send you one for you to, demo it. And it, they are not, English is not their first language. And so, that makes it difficult. But I would almost think that with Brand Connect, your chances of actually getting a decent brand deal would be higher. Like that would be more legitimate. Your chances of more legitimacy.
Yeah, legitimate companies.
Yeah. Plus you could look them up.
Yes.
You would see more information about them. You could look at their website and make sure it seems like it's real.
Yeah. I remember they had to send me stuff. Ooh, I've heard about them. from Bob. Bob, the lumpia rolls.
Lumpia rolls?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's Filipina egg rolls or Philippines egg roll. However you say that, I can't speak.
I have Filipinas in my family, and they brought me some before, but I don't think I ate it that day.
Try it next time.
Well, I don't really want to see them again, so.
Oh, okay. Got the real mafia. That's honest.
Just saying.
We're pretty honest here.
Yeah.
Is anyone having a New Year's Eve party?
We might do a little one, just with our friends, and we're thinking of making it a night of nights, and so we want to watch game night movie, date night movie, and possibly night and day. And the other one that was on the table sort of was A Knight's Tale. That one was it's quite funny. And then the fifth one was First Night, but it's really old. So I said that would be the last one. Plus, we're thinking of going to in between all of that is going in to an improv, like a hour-long improv show.
Wow, that's a lot of movies.
You never stop, girl. You never stop. You just go.
Yeah, there's something wrong with me.
I
living
wish
life,
I
Diva. Living
Yeah,
life.
I'm not living life. I don't feel like I'm living life.
No. Oh,
if I was at an
Schedule a
all-inclusive
vacation.
resort, if I was in an all-inclusive resort, that's living life.
Okay.
That's living life.
Yeah, no balut. Gross. I'm with the gross. That's gross side. Yeah.
That was the other thing I worked on today was I got the 3 gift bags packed for like you open one at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock is probably what we're gonna do for the kids. And so one's a Christmas train puzzle where you each get your own puzzle and you can put them together and it makes one big picture. I got themed putty stuff that has like
I love
glitter.
that.
pom-poms and stuff in it. And then of course your decor like hat, mask, beads, sound maker stuff. One of the toys is the old school, like picture the circle, Fisher Price, animals, pull the lever down, spins, and then it goes moo or whatever. I got one of those things. So we're gonna play with that like we're 18 months old again. And like, I got all the balloons and streamers and thing on the wall that I gotta blow up, even though I just blew up a balloon arch today. That's what we're gonna do. But I don't know what I'm gonna serve yet. I haven't done the food part of it in my brain yet. I have weenies.
Yeah.
Do you let them stay up till midnight?
No, 8 o'clock is the latest I will do, and ever. 7, 8 is no later than that.
Okay.
There's 6, 5, and 3. So I mean, I'm sure at some point, yeah, of course.
Right.
Not now.
Yeah, too little. Never had pancetta noodles before. Like he says they rock though. Never had that. Yeah. Boo, you don't let them stay up, Mike said.
My husband doesn't stay up that late.
I don't know, like, oh my gosh. Tonight even, like when we ate, as soon as Theron's like out of the shower and I have a full belly, all of a sudden I just pass right out on that couch tonight. I just had to get up, of course, to pee. Like he would make some noise. He was taking care of Malachi, of course. And I wake up, I'm like, oh, might as well go pee. I'd sit back down, go back. I was like, how old am I? What the heck?
Had a big meal. Need a nap.
Need a nap. Like my dad. My dad used to take a nap in his little lazy boy chair after work. Like after dinner, all of a sudden, little nap before bedtime. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I don't know what we'll do. It's just Hannah and I who stay up because Malachi goes to bed early. But I like that idea that you got like all the fun stuff, like the noise makers and everything. He would love that. Could maybe still go and get some of that. But our neighbors set off fireworks like all night long.
Yeah, we'll have that. We hear that too in town. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're like right their driveway. If I walk out my door, driveway, I have a very little strip of grass in the front. It's pretty good size, but it's still there's their driveway, and that's They're close. We share that, one length of fence, so they're close.
My chickens don't like fireworks.
Yeah,
Right.
They
No.
lose it.
my dog
Yeah.
doesn't. She
Most
shakes.
animals don't.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
they put on a show. And we're not supposed to have fireworks in the city limits, but they put on a show every year.
Wow.
Yeah.
What, the neighbors or the city?
The neighbors around. I mean,
Yeah, all your
it's
neighbors.
like we go from one
Mhm.
window, we go from the back, like I think they in the front, and then we'll run to the front. Like
Right.
we play, like I'm very, very silly. So we're running to the next one or whatever. No, look at that one up there, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty
Yeah, that does sound like fun. Our windows just aren't set up right. And one year I walked out like to show Malachi the fireworks, and they had bottle rockets, and one came right over my head, and I was like, okay,
Oh.
back in that,
Ooh-wee.
or whatever it was. It was like a bottle rocket because it shot right like past me and up. I'm like, okay, nope, let's get back in the house. But yeah, we have that, and we have I don't know if the Spanish family's still there, but across the street from our development, there's another larger development, and they throw huge parties at New Year's, and they've got them over the PA system with the very loud Spanish music going till like 2 a.m. And it just blares like through all the neighborhood. Yeah, I'm sure they're having a great time, but I'm like, when I can hear it through my walls, and my walls are concrete, it's a little loud, just a little bit. But if you're going to make it that loud, you got to invite everybody within that radius of the sound. I'm sure you have good food. By the battery operated, guess the battery.
He's the pain in the ass uncle is what he is.
Oh,
let me buy noisy gifts for my sister's kids. Here you are.
That was so cute. Yeah, the microphone.
She's cute, but I'm like, in your room, please. Door closed.
With that thing. Oh, he got a microphone. It's attached to it. Looks like an old boom box, the toy does, and it lights up and stuff. And he loves it. He's just making noise in it. I figured it would help with his speech.
Yeah.
But yeah. The only problem is it's got like maybe wires like this.
Oh, it's a cord. Okay.
It's got the cord to it, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how long that's gonna last, because he just holds it up by the cord. I'm like, no, you gotta hold this part too, and this. You got 2 hands. No, I'm the best. Yeah, they probably do think you're the best uncle.
Gear. It's funny you say that. Sing on, kid. So there's programmed songs in the mic, and so she's actually learning now the words to these songs. She's only had it for like 6 hours. She's already catching on to stuff. I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
It's a good thing though.
Yes. Yes.
Sure it is, but you did it to yourself.
Yeah.
I know. It does like that feedback sound. That
yeah.
Nice.
Like a lamp when you put it down, and I'm like, come on. It means shut it off. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. The feedback with the static. We had one that was set like had songs on it, but I don't know where that went. I think I do, but I will not tell where it went. But this one's fine. This one has songs and stuff like that, but it's not as annoying as the other one. The other one was quite annoying.
Which lamb chop song are you speaking about?
Yeah, Gear. Elaborate.
Is it the one? Is it the song that never ends? I do have there was I think I took out, I was taking out a little bit of leftover stuffing to the chickens today, and I get out there, and one of them, her head is all bloody around her comb.
Ooh, what?
And it's like, so somebody has really reefed on her, and it was still bleeding, even though, and I think it'd been bleeding quite, for quite some time. So it was like I brought her in, washed it up, and then used a styptic pencil to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, stop it.
And then
what?
Styptic pencil.
Oh, can you put that in the chat, please?
Well, first I have to figure out how to spell a styptic.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it already.
But you know,
Yeah. Use it also when you clip nails to make it stop.
It's right there
bleeding.
in the chat for you.
There you go.
STY, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody should have, like,
they have the powder too you can use for birds.
Styptic pencils are a thing that most men use. You should, like when you're shaving, and if you nick yourself and you got to bleed and you're bleeding, instead of putting a piece of Kleenex there, you just dab your styptic pencil. It stings, and it stops. That's where I got it from.
Gardening warrior. Thanks
Good night,
for hanging
darling.
out in the bushes. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't grow much hair, so I can't use a real razor. I get bumped up. So
right, yeah, that's true.
That's awful.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm hoping that they aren't gonna, because it's like with all the blood, it's amazing that they weren't continuing to attack her.
Yeah.
And so I do not know who was the meanie out there that was reefing on her poor comb. It was Gwendolyn. So
that's stressful.
Yeah,
it is, because it's like, okay, you got to check, you got to keep going out there and checking that she's not bleeding again, and they're all going, hey, look at fresh meat, let's eat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's horrible. Hey, Grumpus on fire.
Hey, Grumpus.
They used to come with single blade razors.
Yeah.
Wow. Honestly, never heard of this thing before, and now I'm going to buy one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they're great. They're cheap.
I had the powder. I had the powder in a container because you need it for birds. Like if you clip your we had those little parallettes. If you clip their nails, or even if you're clipping wings so they don't fly away, you have to have it on hand because they can bleed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a thing for men and shaving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Originates.
Just put it in my cart right now. Let's just do that.
Yeah. Yeah. In like, in regular stores, they're probably even cheaper. Like it's probably like $2.
Yeah.
Super, super, super duper cheap. But it'll stop bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
Stings like a bugger. So
I watched 2 movies this week with my guys.
Aw.
Yeah.
What did you watch?
Oh, you saw Wicked? Okay.
Uh-huh.
I liked it. It's a long movie. Woo-wee. We went to Red Robin,
lots of high
and then
singing.
we went there. Yeah.
Lots of high singing.
And then I seen Mufasa.
Yeah? Was that any good?
Oh, man. Oh, I love it. I love it. I was over there like, oh, you can't see me crying. Like, yeah, it was cool. It was a cool story. I'm talking about I could just see myself. I all leaned up to hear what was coming next or what. I was like, oh man. I got really into it. It was a good story, So I enjoyed myself, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen either one. I'll have to see it. I was watching the old show Grimm today. I was getting spooked out. Woo. See, they have it on Prime. I didn't know it was an old show. I thought it was like a recent series that they put on Prime. No, it's old. I'm like seeing all this old stuff thinking it's new. I'm like, because I never got to see it. I was busy raising Hannah.
Right.
I'm like, oh, that's something new. New to me. Everybody else watched it 10 years ago. When I was busy with youth group. I'm going to watch Red One. Oh, yeah. I saw that one. That was cute. Was The Rock, Red One. That was cute movie. But yeah, we watched like some of the like rerun type of Christmas movies during the Christmas holiday, like Santa Claus and like the Tim Burton. Is it Tim Burton? What's his name? Not Tim Burton.
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen.
Yeah, Two-Man Taylor.
The Santa Claus is probably one of my favoritist movies by the end. And it doesn't matter how many years I've seen it. I get all teary-eyed and emotional at the end of it every single time. I love it. But tomorrow we're going to watch Christmas with the Cranks because we have not watched it in probably about 15 years. So that's our Christmas Eve movie.
Oh, how funny. Your wife loves the Sonic movies. Is she a gamer, Mike? My daughter used to play Sonic all the time when she was younger. I have never seen one of the movies for Sonic. I saw part of one night because it was on. It's like, what is this? And I'm like, oh, it's Sonic. Oh, he's so cute. Look at it. I just watched. But that, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I, of course, came in at the end. So I'm like, oh, I might as well just finish it. I spoiled it for myself anyway. Jack Black, Dear Santa movie.
Oh, it was bad. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What was bad?
I've heard that one.
I heard it was very bad, especially from a Christian's perspective, that it's, not to watch. So,
yeah. It's basically Dear Santa, but the kid, instead of putting Santa, puts Satan.
and so then he calls upon Satan.
Yeah, calls upon Satan, and that's basically who shows up. Jack Black as Satan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lovely. I'll Be Home for Christmas with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I don't know if I've seen that.
No, I
I'm
haven't.
not sure. We did the Home Alone ones too because they were on. Oh, a lot of cringe stuff.
Mm.
Oh no.
Oh,
Cringy.
okay, I read it.
Oh, they're your top three. So, Wild America. I don't know if I saw Wild America either. I really missed out on a lot of movies. We weren't big. Like
I love the one that's A Boy Called Christmas. That one was very good. Lots of fantasy with it, but lovely. And I forget the other one that I really like. It's a cartoon where it was an entitled postman. His dad was the king of or not the king, but the owner of the postal system, and he sends him out to a place where nobody wants to be there because the two families have been in a feud for centuries. And I forget what that one is called, but that's one of my other ones where I get very, very emotional at the end of it. Aww. Even though I know how it's going to end and I know what's going to happen. I still get all teary-eyed.
Well, the one I couldn't even watch was Christmas Shoes. I couldn't even watch that. That was based on that song. Like the mother, I think, is dying.
Oh.
And I'm like,
geez, not on my list. Then.
Not on my
list. What is that? I've never heard of it.
The Christmas Shoes. Rob Lowe was in it. Older Rob Lowe, not when he was younger. Older Rob Lowe.
Oh, okay, I've seen that picture, but I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So
Mike's is Scrooged. That's his favorite. Christmas Chronicles.
I like The Family Man. That was the other one with Nick, whatever his name is.
Gear.
Yeah, no. Maybe you didn't use enough flour. Shawnee and I had this discussion during Christmas. We had cookie things going on, and she actually taught me stuff. Then I've been making cookies.
I had to get the book out and the scale out and get for real. Because when I winged it didn't work right.
Right?
Was it good though?
Yeah. Well, Gear, was yours good?
Yeah, yes, Gear. That's what counts.
What's the little toaster oven and the blankie and the vacuum cleaner movie?
She hit me with the toaster. I don't recognize that.
It's a movie quote. I think
the brave
Mike's
little
talking
toaster?
about.
Yeah.
Brave little toaster. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
As soon as he said toaster, my brain went straight to that movie.
Yeah, Duncan, that song is just a tearjerker. They're still cooling.
Oh, you just made them now, Gear?
If they're still soft, cut them. You can still cut them in sheets. We have sharp enough cutters.
Bowl of ice cream.
Yeah.
The other one where I really liked, it's called Klaus with a K.
And
it's I think it is on Netflix, I think. It says witty and charming, but there is there is a little bit of light violence in it because the families are really trying to harm each other, but in there comes this unity, and then it's kind of how Santa Claus came to be. But
cool.
I love those kind of. So A Boy Called Christmas.
Yeah.
That's one of them. And this
I liked watching it from an artsy fartsy point of view. When that first came out, I was just like, wow. So cool how real it looks.
A lot of these movies, I have no clue what you're talking about.
I know. I don't watch a lot of them either, but the Polar Express I watched. I'm
like, if it wasn't claymation, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, the claymation. We watched some of those. We watched Rudolph. And we watched Frosty because I don't know how he found Frosty, but he did, and he said happy birthday one day when we were talking about
Frosty. That's right. Yeah.
And I didn't even remember that that's what he says when he comes to life is happy birthday.
So this is A Boy Called Christmas.
Oh,
that
I've
one.
never seen that one either.
Looks like it'll make you cry.
Well, it doesn't make it just is it's a good movie. Like I just end up crying because I'm that
2021.
Yeah, I really like it. And then share this tab instead. And then this is what Klaus.
It's animated.
Yeah. Well, this Klaus is all animated.
Huh.
And there's no nudity, no sex, light violence, and no language. So there, it's okay for kids. But yeah, no, I really enjoy Klaus. And but yeah, this other one, The Boy Called Christmas is very lovely. It's a lovely story, and it's adventuresome,
right?
Oh, and it has Maggie Smith, who just recently passed away. Forgot about that. Yeah, it's a good story. Well, there is a review. You could always review it to see if you deem it okay for your small people. But I I will watch it. I'll watch it. I don't care. I saw it last year and got all emotional at the end because it always ends it's just a happy. It's all good.
Right.
Yay. And Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I get very emotional when there's a real looking Santa Claus. I can't talk. And I just get super excited and I just want to ask him a whole bunch of questions, but I don't want to ask stupid questions. So, but I get very, very, I get that way. So it doesn't matter if I'm on stage and I see a real Santa Claus. It's real. No, it's real.
You're fine, Gear. What do you mean? I didn't know that was actually 1988. That's how far back that movie was. It was when I graduated. That's crazy. Ernest Saves Christmas was that far back.
Wow.
Wowee.
I was having a baby then.
Oh my goodness. I wasn't, thankfully, but could have probably. No comment. We're at 2.5 hours, and I am tired, and I'm sure that some of my other lady friends are, and probably are too, GT, with the way you work all the time. So I'm going to call it, and I will see you guys, and I thank you for coming in and spending time with us, and I'll keep you updated on my, muscle building, if it's going well or not. I'll do maybe some shorts and stuff and show you the exercises I'm doing, maybe, if I'm not too embarrassed to show myself like that. What?
Oh, Grumpus, do you mean unfrosted?
Oh no, not dry.
Unfrosted,
yes, Shawnee will be live tomorrow night, guys. She's taking Marine
with Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Miss Sharon. You were 1.5. Oh my gosh! Now I feel so old. Yeah. Live Saturday night from Miss Shawnee Groves. All right, guys. We will see you hopefully at Shawnee's tomorrow night. 10:30 my time, right? 9:30
Central.
Central, so 10:30 Eastern. All right, guys. Thanks. Have a blessed night. See you soon.